Hello everyone, it's been a hot minute since I made a coloring video, and I don't know if this one's necessarily a coloring video or it's just going to be a swatching video, but I ordered this Johanna Basford 2024 weekly coloring planner. I pre-ordered it. I was so excited for it, and then when it finally got here, I was like, why in the world did I spend money on this? I'm not a planner. I buy planners. I have great, ideas that I'm gonna be a planner person, and I write a bunch of stuff in it, and then I forget to go back and actually look at it. So this has actually been in this Ziploc bag since I got it. I took the belly band or whatever they call off of it so I could look at it. And I put it in the Ziploc bag because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. At first I thought maybe I would just sell it because I'm not going to use it. So what I thought we would do is, I do need to start writing stuff down or remembering stuff. So back here in the back, she gave some test sheets. So over on my hobby channel, I did a video about these Sharpie S Gel colors. I bought all 3 packs of them, and these little bands really don't help you see what color it is. I think this was blue. And then these 2 are both like a pinky magenta, but they could be the same color, they could be different. So I figured what we would do is, I have a regular old Sharpie, and we will number these pens because there's nothing on them other than this band that tells you what color they are. Now these 2 are probably the same, but I think that one's different. And I think these 2 are different, but it's really, really hard to tell. So we're just going to give each one a number, and then we're just going to make a little swizzle and stuff on here. And then we will go over here to August, because this is the first week of August. Today is August 6th. And we'll color this page with these Sharpie S Gels if they don't go through the coloring test page. If they go through the test page, then we won't. We'll color it with color pencils. So let me find, we'll just use this because this is a reference sheet for something else. So let's put this behind here, and we'll just start here, and this will be number 1. 2, 3, 4. There's also 2 of these Inkjoy pens, Papermate Inkjoys, which I really like, and these are white. I have not used them. They both still have the little tippy thing on there. But I want to see how these work. I just haven't done anything since I bought them that would need white. Oh, I scratched my desk. That stinks. Alright, so it's on 5. This 5 looks like it's smeared a little bit, so. Now I did a swatch test on the video that I did, but I didn't think about it at the time of numbering them so I'd know which were which later on. And not only will this tell me if it's going through the paper on here, then I have a reference for future when I want to use them. So this is number 1. And this one, it looks like, is the gray black. Let me turn on another light. Hey, there we go. Okay, and this one is the lighter blue. Now I'll just put them back in the cup over here. This is my pushing buttons cup, because if you watch the show, you see that he's kind of a turkey about just touchy stuff he's not supposed to. But I actually got in trouble at my last job because we got tired of waiting on maintenance. And so I started up a piece of machinery and they got really upset about that. So when my husband saw that mug, he thought it was really funny. I didn't ever take it to work because I was scared somebody would take it. But yeah. I think this is green. It's really hard to tell. We're gonna call it green. Teal. They didn't have names on the packages either, which is how I didn't realize that so many of them were similar. Because like this number 9 is almost exactly like number 5. In fact, I think they are the same color. And number 10 is pretty much the same as number 8. So let's see. Nope, not going through. You can kind of see a little bit right there where I went over. There's a little bit of ghosting, but nothing came through. You can't see that. There's a little bit of ghosting right here, but really nothing came through. When you hold it up to the light, you can kind of see it, but not bad. So nothing that I would say don't use these, but I'm guessing if you went like super dark, see, these two are the same as well. So we have 3 of the same blue, which is fine. Blue's a good color, right? And this one is very black. So I guess number 1, where's number 1 at? I'll say this is a gray black, because that's definitely lighter than this one. And this one is almost the same as 7. And similar to 4. 4 looks much darker though. This one's a green, like a dark green. Oops, good lord. Apparently I forgot how to write. And this is like a magenta. I think this one's probably also going to be, I don't know, this one's red. This is a little bit brighter red than that one. So, nothing went through. And that may not even be ghosting. That may be because this side over here is black. It may have just rubbed. So there we go. So let's see, June, August. All right. So look at our reference sheet, and our greens are 14 and 4. So let's see here. We'll find and 4. Okay, just to make sure. Oh, there's a little ghosting, but not too much. I don't think we will color this whole page today because that would be very boring for you guys. And I don't think I have the patience to color this entire thing today. I'm going to be putting out a floss tube video over on my hobby channel. I also have some more Legos to put together, knockoff Legos to put together, and then for my birthday, my husband got me the tuxedo cat, so I will have videos putting that together. Super excited about that. I lost my tuxedo cat back in November, as in actually lost him. Something either ate him or someone took him because he disappeared. He was an outside cat when we lived in Florida, and so he wanted to be an outside cat when we moved here to Texas. And the very first night that I let him stay outside with his sister, who came back in the morning, he disappeared. So, is what it is. I hope whoever took him is treating him well, because he was a little shithead and didn't use a litter box, which is why he originally went to go live outside. There was nothing physically wrong with him. He just decided one day that he didn't want to use a litter box anymore. That he was an indoor-outdoor cat and decided that when he was indoors, he wasn't going to use the litter box. And if we weren't around or awake to let him out when he wanted to go out, he would just spray everything. He was neutered, but he still was a stand-up urinator. And so he would urinate on my refrigerator, my freezer. He urinated on the bathroom door so much that I literally had to cut the bottom of the door off because it was soaked into everything. The like little weird insulation stuff that they put in hollow core doors. Yeah, it was pretty gross. But I'm still sad that he's gone. I know one day I'll have another cat that I love just as much, but Still sad that he's gone. I've had multiple tuxedo cats. My first tuxedo cat was Fluffy. This last one was short hair. The Fluffy one lived to be 13, and this one made it to 9. I also had a cow print Persian. She was, black and white like a Holstein cow, that I got for free from the vet clinic I worked at, because the people had 2 Persians. They were show cats. And then the lady got married, and so her roommate moved out, her husband moved in. The cats didn't like it. Then she had a baby, and the cats really didn't like it. The one cat kind of chilled out some, and I guess accepted that the baby was part of their life. But the one I ended up with did not. They brought her in to be put to sleep. The vet I worked for, thankfully, was not the kind of person that does that. And so they ran tests. They found there was nothing wrong with her. We tried to adopt her out, tried to give her to other clients, because most of our clients were breeders or show people. Nobody wanted her because she was the classic Persian. She had an inverted face, and she was very snotty. My cats did not like eating with her because she snotted on everything. She was so snotty and gross. And because she was spayed, the breeders didn't want her because she's just a useless mouth to feed. So I ended up taking her, and we realized that my other cats did not get along with her. My mom's cousin, who was just starting chemo but lived alone, took her and had her for almost a year. And then the doctor told her she had to get rid of her because if the cat scratched her, she could get an infection that she wouldn't come back from. And so she gave her to a lady she worked with whose cat had just died. And that lady spoiled that cat rotten. Just completely spoiled that cat rotten. I'm assuming now the cat has probably passed away, because this was 20 something years ago when I worked at the vet clinic. 24 years ago, 25 years ago. So obviously the cat's passed away now, the cousin's passed away, and my mom's passed away. But yeah, that lady that ended up with that cat spoiled that cat rotten. Alright, so there's that. Just gonna do one of these down here. Wow, you really cannot even really see the difference. Oh no. The pages don't lay symmetrical, so it was got little dots on that other one. Yeah, you can kind of tell it's different. This is so much green, but I really only have 2 greens, so I don't want to color the whole thing with these 2 colors. Let's flip back over here. The gray black was number 1, and the black was number 12. So here's 12. Okay, and 1. So I'm just gonna do I don't want to do too much with these colors because it will color over the lines and the details that Miss Basford put in here. But I think the black for these bricks will be good. And I'll probably end up having to go in with some other markers and stuff to finish this, because if not, it'll be a very boring picture. Probably could have picked a different one, but since this is this week, figured we'd do this one. Maybe we'll make this a series. Maybe we'll actually finish a picture for once. And this black is the same as the regular Sharpie S Gel black. The blue and the red are completely different than the regular blue and red, but the black is the same. And I know most black pens are the same, but I have some black pens that actually are more gray, some that are more blue. I have a couple I bought that intentionally are supposed to be blue-black. One is definitely bluer, and one just looks like black. It doesn't look like blue-black at all. Like there's no blue to it. Eventually I need to find my fountain pen stuff and we can pull out some of those, because it has not only fountain pens but other kinds of refillable pens, and we can talk about those. I don't think I got all the little plastic off. Nope. I know people that know a lot about art always say that, you know, no matter what your picture is that you're doing, that you're drawing, that you're coloring, you should always add a little bit of black, because it makes everything else pop, makes everything else stand out, and it really draws attention to something. So when you're looking at this picture, it's a cute picture, but now that I've outlined this in black, this little door really stands out more than it did before. Like you can tell now that the little door is the focal point of the picture. Instead of buying this, I should have bought Small Victories, because I did the freebie coloring sheet for Small Victories. I don't know if I uploaded those on here or not. But those were a lot of fun because they were so small, just little teapot houses, and the Small Victories were all small pages with just little motifs that you could color in one little session and feel accomplished with something. And I really think, as somebody who doesn't finish things, I start a lot of things and don't finish a lot of things, having something small would be better. Which is why it's almost crazy that I'm still working on that diamond painting and completing sections, because that is the biggest thing I've ever seen, and it is ridiculous, and I regretted buying it once I kitted it up. But now that I'm working on it, I like it. I'd say I'm probably halfway done. I think I'm probably halfway done. Or when I'm done with the section I'm on, I'll be halfway done. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this gray, it does, I mean, you can tell it's lighter, but I don't really think there's anything else on here. Maybe these little guys that I can really color with this. Yeah. And there we go. There's no flowers. Everything is just leaves, so I guess we'll do some more outlining before I let you go, and then if I do finish it, I'll show it to you on the next one, or maybe I will just continue coloring and do like a speed coloring on the next video. Alright, for all of you who watched the video, or the few of you who watched the video and subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. And there we go. Alright, oh, now the dog's barking, so I guess we'll stop this here because she's not gonna quit barking. Have a great day.